Today we're going to look at areas of circles and sectors. So an area of a circle is area equals pi r squared. Remember, r is our radius from the center to the end point of a circle. So we want to find the area of the circle, so area equals pi times our radius squared. This is our diameter, which is 2.3. So to find the radius, we want to cut that in half. So our radius is going to be 1 in 1500ths when we divide 2.3 by 2. So area equals pi times 1 in 1500ths squared. And when we square that, we get pi times 1 in 3200ths. So when we multiply by pi, we want to use 3.14. So 3.14 times by 1 in 3200ths. We get the area is 4, and we'll round it to 1400ths meters squared. So now that we're finding area again, we can square our units. So let's look at the second example. We're showing a field, and we want to find the cost of fertilizing the field, which is 50 cents per square yard. So first of all, let's take a look. We have a rectangle. So to find the area of just this rectangle, we know it's going to be the base times the height, or length times width. So we have 46 times by 110. So the area of the rectangle is 5,060 yards squared. So we want to find the area left over of these. So we have two semicircles, and two semicircles put together is just one circle. So to find the area of our circle, we need to find the radius. So here we have our diameter of our circle, which is 46. So if we divide that by 2 to get our radius, it's going to be 23. So the area equals pi times 23 squared. And 23 squared is 529. So when we multiply that by pi, we have 1,600 1,662 if we round it to the nearest whole number, yards squared. So since we know the rectangle and the two semicircles, we can add those two together to figure out what the whole field's area will be, which is 6,722 yards squared. So if we know the whole thing is 6,722 yards squared, and it's 50 cents for every square yard, if we multiply this by our 50 cents, the total cost is going to be $3,361. We have a hot tub, and it has a deck going around the hot tub. We want to find the area of the deck, so just the outside part. So let's first look at our inner circle, and let's find the area of that hot tub. So we need to know the radius. Remember, the radius is the center to that, so if the whole thing is 5.2, if we divide that in half, our radius is going to be 2 6/10, and that's for our small circle. So the area equals pi times 2 6/10 squared. And 2 6/10 squared is 6 7600ths. So our area is 21 2400ths meters squared. So that's the area of our hot tub. So now we want to just look at finding the area of this whole circle, the whole thing. So the larger area. Still going to be with a circle, so pi r squared. So now the radius, still from the center, and we're going out, which is 2.6 and 2.4. So that is a total radius of 5 meters. So area equals 5 squared. So pi times 25 is 78 5400ths meters squared. So if we want the area just of the deck, not the hot tub, that means we're taking the hot tub out. So we want to subtract 21 2400ths from our large area. So that means just the deck has an area of 57 3/10 meters squared. So let's go look at the back side. In order to find the measure of an area of a sector, we need the measure of the arc, so the degree on the inside, divided by 360 times by pi r squared, so our area formula. So if we take a look at this, we're using 130 degrees over 360 times by pi, and our radius is 8. So 130 divided by 360, rounded is 36 hundredths, times by 8 squared is 64 pi. So when you multiply these out, we have 72 and 61 hundredths inches squared. So the area of this shaded sector is 72 and 61 hundredths inches squared. So to find the area of a segment, we first want to find the area of that whole sector inside here. So it's 120 degrees over 360 times by pi, and our radius is 24 squared. So 120 divided by 360, we'll round it to 33 hundredths, times by 24 squared, which is 576 pi. So when we multiply all that out, 33 hundredths times by 576 pi, we're going to round it to 597 and 15 hundredths meters squared. So that's the area of this whole sector. We only want this top part, so we need to figure out what the area of our triangle is and subtract it from our total. So our triangle, remember the area formula we did was the half. We know this side length, because it's still our other radius, is 24, so we can do 1/2 times 24 times by 24 times by the sine of 120 degrees. So when we do 0.5 times by 24 times by 24 times by the sine 120 degrees, our area comes out to be 249 and 42 hundredths meters squared. So since we know what the triangle portion is, we can take that out of and subtract it from our whole sector. So 597 15 hundredths minus 249 and 42 hundredths equals 347 and 73 hundredths meters squared. So the area of the segment up in here is that.